The more hits we play, the more hits we get. URLradio.net. Stacey Sturm. And on the phone with me, I have a very special guest. We have actress Amy Hill. How's it going, Amy?
Going great.
Good.
No complaints.
Yeah, I know, right? So now where are you located at, Amy?
I'm in Los Angeles.
Okay. All right, good. Because I wasn't quite sure if you were in Los Angeles or New York. Because if you're on the East Coast, that's going to suck this weekend.
I know. I'm very happy to be here. Our weather's been great.
Yeah. Well, it's always sunny in Southern California. It never rains, right, in California?
No, even though they say there's going to be this huge, El Nino thing going on, it's been pretty nice every day.
Yeah.
So we've been missing it.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean,
you have like a bubble
in Northern California. So north of us, it's wet, but Los Angeles is, I guess, dodging that bullet right now.
Right. Now,
that's good.
Yeah, that's a great thing, right? Now, Amy, you have been in a ton of movies. Two of my favorites, actually. Like, I must watch Cat in the Hat with my kids 100 times. They're like,
oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah, seriously, like, my kids my son knew every line from that movie. He could recite it all, every line.
That's wonderful. Thank you.
And then also 50 First Dates, too. That's one of my favorite all-time movies.
Oh, thank you. I loved working on that movie.
Oh, I bet that was so great. Was Drew Barrymore as wonderful as she seems she probably is?
She is. Adam Sandler, too. They're both remarkable, lovely people. I had the best time working on, because we were also set in Hawaii, so.
Yeah, so once again, you can't beat the weather. It's kind of a nice place to film. I don't think you can have a true test as an actor until you have to film in North Dakota, Amy. I'm just saying.
Yes. Well, I was born in Deadwood, South Dakota.
I know. That's what John from Premiere TV, he told me that. I'm like, what? That's crazy.
I've been running towards the sun as much as I could because I was raised in Seattle and then, gradually made my way more and more towards the south.
Yeah.
So I think I've landed where I'm going to stay.
So how long did you live in South Dakota?
Until I was 6.
Okay.
But I have memories of, jumping into the snowbanks and swimming in snow.
Yeah.
In the wintertime. It was really, the snow was above me.
Oh, yeah.
Walk down the street and look up at it was, but I was, 6, so.
It's not unusual.
There's a lot of snow.
I know, right? Yeah. Technically, that's 3 feet of snow, a snowbank if you're 6.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's funny because it's not unusual to have to retrieve children out of a snowbank because they jumped in there and they got too far and they can't get out now.
Exactly. I would swim my way out somehow.
You're resourceful. How did you get into acting anyway, Amy?
Well, I performed, it was just part of my nature. I guess being born in Deadwood, South Dakota, I didn't have a lot of people to hang out with. So I watched a lot of television, and that sort of ignited my imagination. I would play all the characters. And by the time I got to Seattle, I would just perform on the front porch for my neighbors.
Yeah.
And then when I got into high school, I started performing in regional theater. And, it just went from there. I just thought I would do theater for the rest of my life, and then television and voiceovers and film just sort of happened.
Yeah. Well, you don't hear that much. Most people are like, oh, I went to California and I struggled and it took me, and I was a waitress for 25 years before I finally got a commercial. And yeah.
I know. I didn't do that. I never waitressed. But I always worked hard. I mean, when I was in San Francisco, I was studying at ACT, and I worked at the Asian American Theater Company, and I was doing improvisational comedy, and improvisers owned the voice world there.
Yeah.
So I fell into voiceovers and did a lot of voice work while I did theater at night. Mm-hmm. I mean, I worked hard, and I was always honing my craft. But I was making money at the same time.
God, so many people out there are hating you now.
Terrible waitress, anyway.
Yeah. But see, now you being a funny person, I bet you were good with, how would you be a terrible waitress? I bet you were great with people.
I I can't remember people's names. I couldn't remember orders. When I used to live in Japan.
Okay.
I did waitress for like 1 month when I lived in Tokyo when I first got there.
Mm-hmm.
And I literally could not remember orders at all. I mean, maybe because it was in Japanese.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I was like always, what did you say? What is the one again?
Oh, God. Yeah.
So, yeah, not good.
So people would order something and they get the absolute wrong thing. But then, you can play it off.
Yeah, I'd have to come back and say, did you say you want curry rice? Was that it? Okay, whatever.
Oh, now you have a new TV show coming out. Tell us about that.
I have a show that's on right now on Amazon Prime. It's streaming. It's a kids show.
Okay.
And I've done a lot of kids shows. I've done Disney, Nickelodeon, and I enjoy them, but it doesn't really, it's not really a challenge as an actor to work on any of them. And I've been around a lot, and I you can sort of like phone it in practically. And sometimes I feel like I get paid not to act too much.
You get paid, they dumb you down? Yeah.
It almost, well, I hate to say that, but I do feel sometimes that I'm dumbing it down. I'm trying not to, but, Anyway, this one I felt it was like working in a real show. It was almost like doing theater. I was creating a character that had a lot of layers to it. There was an arc to the character. This is a kid's show, but it's not a show that I think a family would dislike watching. I have a child too at 15. She's not that young. She's moving into adulthood. But, as a parent, sometimes I just couldn't stand watching, being in the room with her practically with some of the shows that were on that she liked. And would watch again and again. This is a show I think the whole family might enjoy watching. The kids are great. They're wonderful. They have wonderful chemistry, the three girls. And I really enjoy working with Dee and oh my God, Ellen as well. We are the older counterparts to the three young girls.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. Yeah.
It's really wonderful.
How did you get involved with this show? Had you done a show on Amazon Prime before?
No. And I didn't even, I knew Amazon Prime was doing original programming.
Yeah, for people that don't know, it works a lot like
I love Transparent.
Yeah.
I just think it's the most remarkable, life-changing kind of show on television. And the fact that they took a risk with that kind of comedy, that dark comedy, is really wonderful. So I was already like in Amazon Prime's corner because that's a show that I don't think any other network was willing to take a chance on.
Right.
And they have other shows that are wonderful as well. And then, they came to me and said, would you like to do this children's show? And I was like, oh, maybe. And it was really a great experience. And then when they decided to pick up the pilot and do a season, I was immediately on board with that.
Now, I guess we didn't mention the show is called Just Add Magic. And
Just Add Magic.
For people that don't know how Amazon Prime works, it works kind of like Netflix. It streams shows and movies and different things like that. So that's how people can get it, is that same kind of a way.
Exactly like Netflix.
Yeah.
And that it also, you can access many of the same titles that are on Netflix, but you also get 2-day shipping.
Which is great.
You can't do that with Netflix.
And free if you're an Amazon Prime member. So
yes, that's what I'm saying. Free 2-day shipping.
Yeah, that's a great thing.
I mean, I know that I was a member before they had video and streaming because, you could just get on Amazon Prime and order anything and it'd be there the day after, 2 days after you ordered it. And sometimes you can get it within 1 day if you're in the right place at the right time. So, and sometimes you get things on a Sunday. It's really amazing.
Right, yeah.
But and they also have a music streaming. So Amazon Prime is just a really, I think, a very valuable source for anybody in this age.
Yeah, it's really cool.
I love
how it
Amazon.
works. So now,
not just because I work there.
not because they're paying me to say that.
No, they're not paying. They're not paying me to say it. It's
right.
So funny.
Just add magic. Do you have new episodes come out? Like, are they released all at the same time, or are they released weekly, or how do they do that, Amy?
I think it's like every streaming service that has. I'm not sure if HBO does this, but I know that Netflix does it, and a lot of places do it, where they just throw out all the episodes at the same time. So we have all 10 episodes streaming right now, so you can binge.
Awesome. Well, yeah, there's nothing.
I know my daughter does. She can watch, 6 seasons of something over a weekend.
Oh, I know.
This is just one season, and they're only, 26 minutes long, so it's easily done in one day for a kid.
Yeah, that's true. Well, yeah, you have to look at their attention span. So
I know. It's unfortunate. I hate to have my daughter watch so many hours of television, but they do it.
I know.
And you turn around and they're like, done. I'll finish season 1. Oh, really?
Well, but here's the funny thing with kids, too, is not only will they watch it once, but they will watch that season probably 15 times.
I know. I've been there. How many times did I watch? We didn't watch Cat in the House. It's my house.
Yeah.
I didn't really show her those things for some reason.
Yeah, why wouldn't you show your own child Cat in the Hat? Like one of the biggest kids movies you started.
Play those things for her. Because it was too weird. Mommy, why are you...
oh, gosh.
But, yeah, we watched a lot of Disney movies like 500 times. It was really...
I know.
But they were good. And this is a good show, too. It's really family-friendly and has good messages about friendship and consequences and, working towards a common goal. It's really wonderful.
All right. Well, so check out Amy Hill, Just Add Magic. It's available on Amazon Prime Video right now. You can stream the entire season. And then when's the next one going to come out? When's the next season going to come out then?
Well, I'm hoping we hear from them soon to get a pickup because we need to start filming.
Yeah.
The girls are getting older, so everybody watch and get on there and give it the rating, and maybe they'll pick it up.
Awesome. I hope so.
We'll find out. We'll find out soon, I think.
All right. Well, thanks for being on with us today, Amy.
Thank you so much.
And if you are ever back in the Midwest, if you ever for some reason come back to North Dakota or South Dakota, make sure you look me up, okay?
Oh, is that where you are?
Yeah, we are. We're in North Dakota, ma'am.
That's great.
Yeah, no, I've never heard anybody so excited about that.
No, I'm from the Black Hills, Deadwood.
I know. I was just there this summer. I go down to South Dakota probably once a year.
God, I love it. It's gorgeous.
It is beautiful. Yeah.
I probably won't go in the winter, though. I'll go in the summer.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
All right. Well, thank you so much.
All right. Thanks, Amy. We'll talk to you later.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Okay. Thanks. Bye.